What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a collective reading for all star signs. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. All right, please keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that fit into your story and leave the rest for somebody else. Also, I will never reach out to you to ask you for money or for a reading. I don't do personal readings or offer any services at this time. If anyone is reaching out to you using my name, please report and block them or ignore them. All right, let's dive into this. I don't want to do any channel messages for you. I just want to get right into this. I'm still in Tulsa right now. Something happened with my plane and the flight and the airline and the airport. I don't really want to get into it. I don't want to relive it, but it's okay. Everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen. Everything happens the way that it's meant to happen. I just keep trusting that. But I'm still in Tulsa right now, so I haven't been able to switch the tarot card that's sitting on my altar. If you guys are familiar or are not familiar, we did a reading recently that I'll put in the cards and in the description box for you about the Wheel of Fortune, and we put the Wheel of Fortune out on our windowsill, in our car, on our altar, wherever we wanted to put it out so that we could help attract things into our life. We like to do that here on this channel, and we like to do it together as a collective, where we put a tarot card out to help us manifest whatever we're manifesting, and the power of the collective makes the power of those manifestations even stronger. So it's been 10 plus days since the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you may have already moved the card, changed the card. That's totally cool. If you haven't, also totally cool. All it did was help the energy stay and last even longer. But my Wheel of Fortune card is still on my altar in Los Angeles, so I can't really move it. But I can tell you that the card we're going to be changing to is the Sun. And we can talk about that more when I get back to LA and I'm able to film a reading on it. So if you'd like to change your card from the Wheel of Fortune to the Sun, feel free. Or put both out, leave them both out, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, or whatever card you feel called to, but we are going to put the Sun out, and we're going to do it for 19 days. Because the Sun is the number 19 in the tarot. Okay? So you can start now, or you can start whenever I get back to LA and do that reading. But yeah, we're going to change it to the Sun to help us manifest positivity, love, optimism, success, happiness, warmth, good vibrations, things like that. Okay, I'm getting something about a stage or a platform. Some of you are building an online community, or you already have an online community. I'm hearing it would behoove you to post online, or it would behoove you to build an online community. For some of you, I know that's not for everybody, but I'm seeing that some of you deserve the spotlight, or some of you are going to be given the spotlight. It may not be online, it could be public, it could be like offline as well, but I'm seeing some of you getting a stage or a platform or some kind of recognition. I'm hearing your story changes lives, or your story will change lives. Or there's something about your energy where it's like meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen, you're meant to be heard. I was getting this message yesterday about some of you have been in the dark for so long, it's time for you to move to the light, or it's time for you to be in the light. And I was getting something about the reason it's so dark around you is because you're meant to be the light, if this is resonating. It was coming through very vague, so take what resonates, right? But some of you are meant to be the light. Some of you are meant to be the one who speaks up. Some of you are meant to be the one who's seen. Some of you are meant to be the one who shares. So for some of you, it's been so dark for so long because you're the one who's meant to be the light. And I'm also getting something about like some of you may be new to spirituality, or there may be like something new about your spirituality that's coming through. And Spirit was saying you don't need to know how, you just need to do it. Because some people are so worried about, how do I do this? There's no right or wrong way to practice spirituality. There's no right or wrong way to be yourself, right? There's just no right or wrong way to be authentic. It's individual and personal to each and every one of us. So Spirit said you don't need to worry about the how, just do it. I'm getting like the Nike slogan, just do it. You could be wearing Nike today. But yeah, I was just getting like, don't worry about the how, just do it. Because if you think about it, you probably already know how to do it. What I was getting from Spirit was like, how do you think you're supposed to do it? Do it that way. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way. You don't need to know exactly how to do it. You don't need some kind of master class. You don't need to go pay some spiritual practitioner. You don't need to go get a personal reading. You don't need any of that. How do you think you're supposed to practice your spirituality? How do you think you're supposed to be authentic? How do you think you're supposed to do it? Do it that way. and you'll learn over time. It'll become easier over time. I was thinking about cord cutting. So I do cord cuttings sometimes, but that's not like a whole ritual. When I first started spirituality, I thought that I needed to like cut the cords from people. I thought that I was like attached to people or that they were attached to me, which I actually don't think is true anymore. But I used to do these whole like rituals where I would like imagine myself and this person, I would imagine the cord between us, and then I would cut it, and there'd be like a whole ceremony, a whole ritual. And yeah, of course you can do that if you want. You can do egg cleanses, you can do whatever you want, right? Like we just talked about, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Do whatever you feel called to. But now I can do it in my mind. Like I just imagine the cord and I cut it, and that's it. I just take scissors and I cut it, and I cut off my energy from people, and people don't get to have access to me if I don't want them to, right? So I'm getting like, start somewhere, start small, start how you think you're supposed to start, and you'll figure out what works best for you over time, okay? For some of you, yeah. I'm getting that some of you are new to spirituality, or you're doing something new with your spirituality. Okay, but let's see what the tarot has to say for you. Don't forget, I have channel messages for you to deliver whenever I get back to LA. I just don't feel like the energy here in Tulsa is conducive for me to deliver those messages. I want to be able to like have all of my cards. Like I only have this deck with me. I want to be able to have all of my cards. I want to be able to sit down, give you the reading, and deliver the messages, right? Like I want to be in my space, in my zone, at my altar, at my place, but I don't have that energy right now. So we're just going to deliver whatever I can for you. But don't forget that this summer is going to be a summer you never forget, okay? I have a reading coming for you about this summer is the summer you never want to end, or you won't want the summer to end. And then we're going to be talking about the next 6 months. So hopefully I'll get that reading up for you soon. I know I said recently it would be up in the next 2 weeks, but hey, I'm still here in Tulsa. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, right? That could be a message for you too. like everything happens the way it is supposed to be happening. I channeled this message recently for the Virgos. Shameless plug. I have a Virgo channel here on YouTube. It's called Another Virgo Channel. If you have Virgo placements in your chart, or if you just want more readings from me, it's open to all signs really. If you just feel called to it and want to go over there and get more messages, more readings from me, Another Virgo channel. It's also in the description box for you, but I channeled this message for them recently. Something is right on time, but it's late this week. So whenever you're listening to this, this could apply to you as well. Something is right on time, but it's late. Don't get stressed about this, because it's going to appear late in your life. Like in the 3D, in the physical world, it's going to appear like it's late, but it's actually right on time. For me, this already happened. The plane, my flight got delayed twice, and then TSA at Tulsa International Airport doesn't operate between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. But I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. And they delayed the flight to 2 a.m. So I showed up at 1 a.m. because Tulsa International Airport is small in comparison to LAX, which is where I normally fly out of. Also, I'm used to LAX being 24/7. Tulsa International is not. So I had to rebook my flight. So Spirit is saying something is late, but it's right on time. That plane, my flight, it's late, but it's actually right on time. Maybe I'm avoiding something. Maybe I'm avoiding a tower, a disaster. Maybe I just need to spend more time here with my family and the puppies. Like it could be any reason, and I'm not supposed to know why right now. The answers will come if they need to, is what I'm just like learning. Spirit was really teaching me a lesson in regards to like patience and trust and faith, which I've been working on for a long time. And I think that me being able to accept what's happening here is me proving to the universe that I have learned that lesson, that I have passed that test. So sometimes we've already learned lessons, and sometimes things come up for us so that we can prove to ourselves and we can prove to the universe that we have learned that lesson, that we have accepted those things. You know what I mean? So yeah, something is late, but it's right on time. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say for you, for the collective that is watching this video. The Temperance card. Something is late, but it's right on time. Some of you may see your birthday as confirmation. I just saw my birthday as an angel number, so some of you may be seeing your birthday, like I just heard 1016 and I just saw 918 and 919, so those could be your birthdays or somebody's birthday you're dealing with. I'm also seeing 909. Okay, you could be a Virgo or a Libra or a Scorpio I'm getting, or a Sagittarius, but you may see your birthday as confirmation, okay? But I'm getting that the angels are looking out for you. Something's happening in divine timing here. I'm also getting the angels haven't forgotten about you. And I'm seeing there is always something to be grateful for. I'm getting something about gratitude will attract more, or gratitude is the attitude. Okay. I want to see what's manifesting into the collective's life, because I just heard that some of you guys have been doing manifestations, or you just did some kind of manifestation work with this new moon in Aries. We just had a new moon in Aries on March 21st. You can manifest whenever, though. It doesn't have to be only on new moons. It doesn't only have to be on these astrological events or whatever. You can manifest whenever and however. Okay, but some of you may want to write down like a gratitude list, like write down all the things you're grateful for, and all the things that you want to attract into your life, all the things you want to manifest into your life. I'm seeing some of you receiving a raise or a promotion or a stage, right? Spirit, God, the angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, is giving you a position. With the Seven of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Emperor. In this situation, you're the Emperor. Regardless of your gender, you hold a high power, or you hold a lot of like power in this lifetime, or you will. You're very smart. You're very connected to Source, to the angels, whatever. You're very talented. You're very gifted. I'm hearing God hired you. There's this reader here on YouTube, Maji Got The T. I'll try to put her in the description box if you guys want to go check out some of her information, her readings, or if you'd like to get a personal reading from her. I think she does personal readings, okay? But she has this like slogan, God hired me, who gon' fire me? And that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Some of you are being hired by the Most High. You're being hired by God to do some kind of like work, okay? And this means that you will forever be taken care of. I was like stressed about money yesterday, and I don't know why. This comes and goes for me. Money is a big stressor for me. It always has been in my life because I have very humble beginnings and because I work my ass off to achieve everything in life. And I was stressing about money, and then God was like, do you not trust me? Do you not think that I have an abundance of money? Do you not think that I create the money and that I create the opportunities for the money to flow into your life? God's like, I can give you money whenever you need it. I can give you more whenever you need it. God's like, I create the money. So what are you worried about? If God's your employer, you have nothing to worry about. And I'm getting that some of you are being employed by God for something. Given a stage, given a platform, given a voice, right? And the Seven of Wands to me represents a position that a lot of people want. Here you are having to defend your position, having to defend yourself, but in reality, the angels are defending you. Some of you may feel like you're under attack, or you may have felt like you're under attack, but in reality, the angels, the gods, I heard gods and goddesses, are looking out for you. Of course, whatever you believe in, I just read energy and I tell you what I hear. But I'm hearing like Athena. I'm also hearing Nyx. Okay, so some of you may work with those goddesses, or those goddesses are trying to connect with you. They want to work with you. I'm hearing Aphrodite as well. Okay. I'm also hearing like Anubis, an Egyptian, Isis, Osiris. Some of these guides want to connect with you, and they're letting you know that they're protecting you. I'm hearing Kali Ma, Santísimo Muerte. Okay, someone has been speaking Spanish to me. So you may be a Spanish speaker, or you may have like a passed on loved one or a guide who speaks Spanish to you. I don't speak Spanish, no hablo español, pero comprendes español poquito, más o menos. And I feel like I need to practice more. They're telling me that. I just saw 333 on the timer. So some of you may need to learn a new language, or you may need to keep practicing a language. Like maybe you want to learn Spanish or Chinese or Japanese or French or German, something like that. So some of you may be practicing a language, or you may want to, okay? But I'm just getting that there's somebody here who's trying to communicate with you. They're trying to like get your attention. They may be showing you signs, or they may be like keeping you up late at night or something like that. But they're protecting you, and they're giving you a position. They're raising you up is what I just heard. I'm hearing that Lift Me Up song by Rihanna, sorry. Somebody may be mispronouncing your name, or somebody may have like a hard to pronounce name is what I'm getting. I say that in quotation marks because it's not really hard to pronounce. If somebody actually wanted to pronounce your name correctly, they would do it, right? I was getting that message today earlier. If he wanted to, he would. If she wanted to, she would. If they wanted to, they would. So integrate that, process that. If they wanted to, they would. If they wanted to help you, they would. If they wanted to be with you, they would. If they wanted to love you, they would. If they wanted to apologize, they would. 444 when I said that as well. So that's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, you know, but it's real. And I'm just seeing that the universe is giving you a position that other people want. But I'm getting that you want this too. You want this position too. You want this platform too. You want this career too. You want this success too. Of course they want it because you want it, but you earned it. You deserve it, is what I'm getting. You are the emperor in this situation. You are the one born to lead. You are the one born to be successful. That's just what I'm getting for some of you. It doesn't matter what other people want. They can try to project into your life and try to assert dominance over you all they want, but they have no power over you. That's what the guides are saying to me right now, especially with the Temperance card being your first card. Let them talk. They can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk, period. Some of you are the one who are literally in the arena, fighting. And I'm hearing sirens as confirmation. I've been getting a lot of sirens as confirmation today, especially with the Temperance card. Like, I pull the Temperance card and I hear the angels. And the sirens represent Archangel Michael, protection angels to me. So some of you may be hearing sirens as well. Or the sirens are a confirmation for you. But I'm getting that some of you have been in the arena, fighting. And there are people who are in the stands trying to give you advice. But if you think about it, football players who are playing the game don't look up to the stands to ask Joe Blue in the stands how they should be playing the game. I'm getting a boxing analogy, and I'm getting something about like myself with TikTok. I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't really know how to talk about it. And I've been struggling with like talking about myself lately, so this could be a sign for you guys as well, to just try to be vulnerable, to just try to speak. Someone will hear you. Somebody will get it. Somebody will understand what you're trying to say. So boxing could be significant for some of you, but I felt like with TikTok and I felt like with life recently that I've been in a boxing ring and I've just been taking punch after punch after punch. And eventually I wasn't able to take the punches anymore, so I got out of the ring. And I'm over here like frolicking in the gardens. I'm over here like gardening, farming, like in my life, in my head. That's like what I'm imagining. I'm just over here like enjoying my peace, enjoying my life, enjoying traveling. Like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I want to be doing. And then there's people who are upset because I'm not in the ring taking these punches, because I'm not their punching bag anymore. But I don't want to be, and I don't have to be. So that's a message for some of you as well. You've been in the ring for so long. It's okay for you to get out of the ring. But it's like you're in the boxing ring taking all of these punches, and there are people in the stands telling you how to throw a left hook. But they're in the stands. So don't listen to the people who are not in the arena doing the damn thing with you, right? I'm also getting this message of like, don't take advice from somebody who isn't where you want to be or who isn't where you are at right now. They don't know what they're talking about. And that's just facts, right? 6 of Wands in the reverse. They're not where you're at. They're not where you want to be. So why listen to them? Okay. Last message here for the collective. I can feel this Aries energy. We're in Aries season in Western astrology now. And we just had that Aries new moon. And Aries energy is like act now, think later. And the universe is like rewarding that energy right now. The angels, the universe, God, whatever you believe in is like act now, think later, we'll take care of you. You are protected by us. We want you to act. We want you to do. And we'll take care of the rest. Some of you may be like jumping ship, I just heard. So you may be like leaving a job or leaving a relationship or leaving a home or leaving an area, an environment. You're just jumping ship. Something about taking a leap of faith. They're leaps of faith. They're not risks, right? I learned this recently where it's like, it's not a risk because it's faith. There's faith involved. If you take leaps of faith, you will always be caught, right? Something like that. It's not like you're gambling with your life. This feels like intuitively you've been getting messages from your guides, from your angels, from the universe, whatever, what have you, right? And the universe is like, take this leap of faith. We will support you. We will guide you. There will be help for you. It will be better for you. So you do it. So you jump ship. So you leave that company. So you leave that relationship. And sure, it's not going to be easy, but nothing worth having in life is easy, right? I've noticed that people just want like an easy fix, a quick fix, instant validation, instant gratification, get rich quick, and those things don't exist. It's temporary. Sure, you might get it, but then you'll end up losing it. It's hard to hold on to those things. Same thing with like fame and success, things like that too. Like it's better to build something long-term. Like I'm okay with slow and steady growth. I'd much rather work on this long term because I know that what I'm doing is going to be something that I do for the rest of my life. Like, I know that my social media work and my social media career is something that I'm going to be building for a long time. I don't feel like I'm always going to be doing tarot because God knows that I don't always want to be doing tarot messages and channeling messages for the collective. I just don't. In my heart, it's not where my heart truly lies, but I do love doing this and I do love helping people and I'm good at it. So I do it, but it's not where I want to be long term. It's helping me to get to where I want to be long term. Okay, so I'm okay with this growing very slowly. I'm okay with not doing TikTok anymore. I'm okay with what I have going on here because I know that it's going to be fulfilling in the long run. I don't care about the followers, the follower count. Of course, I care about the people who love and support me and who are a part of this journey. But especially on TikTok, like, there were like 400,000 plus people on my TikTok account, but only like 1,000 to 2,000 people truly resonate with me and my energy. And you're probably here, right? You're probably on YouTube watching me. You're probably on my Instagram watching the content too, because you truly support and are listening to what I'm saying and you resonate with me. But I realized that TikTok just wants to hear what they want to hear and they want to keep perpetuating a cycle that doesn't exist. And I got off that hamster wheel a long time ago, right? I did. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for the hype. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the follower count. Like, I just don't care about those things. They don't actually matter in the grand scheme of things, right? So that's where I'm at. Some of you may be at that level too. You may be in that energy as well. I'm also hearing don't give up the faith or don't give up hope on something. Spirit wants you to stay optimistic about what you're manifesting, to just stay optimistic and to stay positive. Last message here for the collective, and we'll wrap this up for you. Hopefully this reading made sense. It did feel like it was a little all over the place, but act now, think later, right? Tower is in the reverse. You're safe. You've avoided some kind of destruction. You've avoided some kind of like catastrophe or disaster, period. The angels are over here. And this is resonating for me in terms of like my flight being delayed and my flight having to be rebooked for like a week later or something like that. Spirit was like, it's okay. You avoided a tower. You missed out on something you weren't supposed to be a part of. We were protecting you, and I just saw a bird fly by as confirmation, and I'm seeing 222 as well. And 222 is an angel number to me about do not worry. So some of you may be seeing that number as well. Okay, and then we're seeing the Magician and the 9 of Cups. Keep focusing on what you do want and keep taking action on the things that you do want because the universe is absolutely supporting you. Act now, think later. Some of you are meant to be performers. Some of you are very powerful manifestors. You're very magic. And I'm getting like magic does exist. Do you believe in magic? I heard this recently from a reader where she was like, magic does exist. Think about birds. They defy gravity every day. Think about clouds. They weigh a ton, but they're floating in the air. Magic is all around you. It's about whether you believe in it or not. And I also was receiving a message about like, I'll believe it when I see it. But the thing is, it's already happening around you. It's just not happening for you because you don't believe in it. So Spirit wants you to switch the narrative, to flip the narrative. I'll see it when I believe it. Start believing in something. Start believing in yourself. Start believing in magic. Start believing in your success, or continue the belief, continue the faith, and watch it all manifest. Because something that you've been manifesting is coming into the 3D as we speak. It's wish fulfillment. And for some of you, it has to do with like career success, or it has to do with you becoming your own boss. I'm also hearing legislation. Some of you are going to be into politics. You're going to change politics or something like that. Or you're getting like a government job and you're actually like making a difference for some of you. That's not for all of you, but I am getting that with like the Emperor and the 9 of Cups. I'm also getting something about like a childhood wish or a childhood dream is going to come into fruition for you. It could be singing. It could be music. It could be art. It could be acting or something like that. Or it could be you becoming your own boss. Whatever it might be, it looks like there's a childhood dream coming in. And I'm hearing American Idol. So American Idol could be significant, like the show, but I'm also getting like you're an American Idol, or you're an idol for your country. You don't have to be in the United States of America, obviously, but I'm getting like you're an idol, you're an icon, or you're meant to be in this lifetime. So some of you who have been going through a dark patch, it's because you're meant to be the light. So show off, show up, show your gifts, share with the world. Okay, hopefully this reading helped you. that's where I'm gonna leave it. Sending you love always. Take care of your beautiful self. Stay hydrated, and I will catch you in the next one.